what made me want to start doing the Camino Retreats was that it transformed my life. And all I remember was thinking that I just want everybody to experience what I just experienced. And I went with my mom for the first time 2 years ago, and I didn't know what was in store really. But while I was walking, I got this full clarity: you can move to Spain. And I've always wanted to move to Spain, and I would not be living here if it wasn't for doing the Camino the first time. And then also there was just so much transformation with my mom and I, so much about my life, and so much about what I wanted to do moving forward and who I was. And that's all I wanted, was everybody, my friends and everybody that wanted to come to be a part of a transformational thing for them, whatever the Camino meant for them to experience it.
1, 2, 3, go! I came on the Camino because I am looking for, deeper parts of myself that tend to come up more naturally when I'm around other people that I feel supported by, I feel safe with, I can have really open, clear conversation with, being in nature, moving my body. All of those things just add up to one epic adventure, and I wanted that. I'm at a place in my life where I just want to keep growing and moving forward, and again, like around beautiful community.
I feel like the greatest challenge for me, and this just is the metaphor for life, is letting go of control. Not having to have all the answers for how it's going to be. I've actually surprised myself in a lot of ways, because typically I'd be like, I gotta know what restaurant, I gotta know. And in this situation, I was like, you don't need to know. And so I think the control around, when are we leaving? Who's gonna be there? And it's like, whoever's supposed to leave when we leave is who leaves.
Well, the reason I came on the Camino was because I've dreamed of it for like the last 10 years, but it's my 50th birthday in a few weeks. So I wanted to do something big and something memorable and something that would be a challenge and to show me that I'm not done living yet. So here I am.
Came on the Camino completely thinking that this was about my marriage and my kids and completely personal. And I think never in a million years did I think that I was going to have a priest talk to me about my business. And that just, to me, it was such a beautiful moment, because it really shifted the Camino into, this isn't about everybody else. This is about you. This is about your own journey, your own growth, your own transformation. And it is true for me right now. That is my business. It's a massive shift from what I did for 30 years into what I'm going into. And I think there's been a lot of self-doubt around that. And for Father Carlos just to completely unsolicited, bring that up was huge. And then just the community of the people that we're walking with, how many different people have said things or done things that have contributed to just sort of sealing that imprint on the Camino for me, and saying, okay, this is, yeah, you're on the right track. Oh my gosh, that's great that you're doing that as part of your business, or here's something to consider. So many different and valuable representations of each of the people that I've walked with and their contributions to my transformation and solidifying my worthiness and my own affirmations in that business.
What would you say to someone who's considering the Camino?
Just do it. I'm a total Nike ad. I mean, no, you just need to go for it. I mean, one of my fellow Camores, right, said today, we were talking about, what you would say to yourself in 5 years, and he said carpe diem. And I mean, it's true, just seize the day. There's so many different things that have come up for me on this, and you just have to put all the noise aside and be still and know that it's the right decision and that you're down the right path. Because you never expect what's going to happen on the Camino. Expect the unexpected.
The Camino is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. It changed me from the inside out. For me, it came at a time in my life where I was seeking momentum and growth. And with these friends that I made along the Camino and also in this awesome retreat group, I feel like I have that momentum now. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to go on this trip with Jess and Lauren and the whole crew.
I feel like this community, first of all, you're all stuck with me. And it's been this beautiful thing of people coming in as strangers and leaving as family. And when you can have those moments, I think that's where the gift is. We are all individuals with different belief systems, ways of being and living. But the connection, it's just this reminder that if we just go a little bit deeper, go some levels deeper, you realize we're all connected. We're not different as much as we think we are. We probably have more in common than we do different. I think there's just something that keeps coming to me, and it is trust the process and release. And I just kept telling myself, even in those moments where I wanted to be like, we need to, it's like, no, trust the process and release. Not yours to figure out.
How do you think that that applies to your life in general?
I think it applies to my life in general because that's the metaphor for life. We think we have this control over things, that we have all the power, and the reality is we don't have control over anything. My next breath is a gift, it's not a guarantee. And so when I can let that go and just be in the moment, then I can trust the process and release.
And what would you tell someone if they're thinking about coming on the Camino?
It's absolutely a calling, and answer it. You'll know when the time is right. And even if you have a hesitation around it, maybe look into that hesitation and what is it that's holding you back? But I would have absolutely go for it. It'll change your life. It'll change everything.
That's a wrap. Good job, girl.
Yeah.